Europe and India, they have some common ideas and thoughts, particularly protecting the traditional product, unique product.
Traditional products are often at a great disadvantage when competing in global markets. Some extreme cases have called for the need for protection.
Basmati is a kind of rice with some geographical connotations of high repute in India, but was also a rice that was the subject of an international controversy with some companies in the United States that decided to patent some variations of this rice, and this created a big controversy in India because it was felt that these American companies had been stealing something that truly belonged to India. And this is when geographical indications came in. All of a sudden people felt, okay, if we don't want people to take this away from us, we should protect it. And the way to protect it was geographical indications. India is certainly, like the European Union, an area of the world with a long history and millenary civilization. And this is a prerequisite, if you like, or certainly fertile ground for geographical indications to grow. You need to have tradition, you need to have art, you need to have culinary culture, if you like, for geographical indications to grow.
India enacted a specific law for protection of geographical indication rights, and then the first registration started with Darjeeling, and today the journey continued. We have more than 280 GI registered in India.
We are following the policies of the government of India, and we are very happy to do so. What we are bringing in is not our policy preferences, but rather our technical expertise. We are there to help India.
You are giving unique product. It may be unique in terms of, say, nutritional value. It may be unique in terms of color, taste, attractiveness. You are giving a good product to the international people, global citizens.
An opportunity for those people who want to keep up with the tradition and maintain these, the cultural roots by doing the same thing that their ancestors did. And for that, of course, you need to create a vehicle that allows these people to communicate with consumers.
With a population of over 20 million, the enormous metropolis of Mumbai is the capital of the state of Maharashtra, situated in the west-central region of India. Spread over 300,000 square kilometers, more than 100 million people live there. Konkan is one of the 6 regions of Maharashtra and stretches out in a narrow strip of land between the foothills of the Ghat Mountains and the Arabian Sea. The inhabitants earn a living from fishing and an emerging tourist industry, but their main source of income is crop and cattle farming. Nature in this region is still in a good state of conservation and provides many natural resources. One of these resources is a fruit which is unique to the region, the kokum, a product classified as GI, with extraordinary qualities. The GI denomination is Cinderdog and Ratnagiri Kokum, as these 2 districts, which form part of the Konkan region, are those where most of the production is grown. It is known as the cool king of Indian fruits. The western coast of India was threatened by tumultuous waves and tempests, causing the land to be inundated by the sea. According to Hindu mythology, Parashurama, one of Shiva's followers, shot his arrow into the sea and ordered the god of the sea to retreat to the point where it landed. The new terrain reclaimed in this way became to be known as Konkan, which means piece of the land or corner of the earth. Man ventures into the natural woods of this corner of the earth, where trees of dozens of meters in height dominate the forest canopy. Hidden away in the shade of these giants grows this little tree, which hardly reaches 10 meters. But this is the one he seeks, and more specifically, its beautiful red fruit, the kokum. Once a year it is harvested. The kokum tree does not need any special care, only the preservation of the woods in their natural state. Man only has to go into the woods and pick nature's gift from the tree.
The local people call the kokum tree as a kalpa vrusha. Kalpa vrusha in Indian religion, in Hinduism particularly, is the tree which gives you what you want. It will help you for your all better life.
The kokum is used in the ancient practice of Ayurvedic medicine, a Hindu tradition which is considered to possess life-prolonging properties.
Ayurvedic medicine is practiced in India since ancient time. In our hospital, we used to treat the patients as I am practicing modern medicine, and as Government of India recently launched a program which is called as Ayush, and it has been the number of different pathways like Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, homeopathies. Ayurvedic medicine and modern medicine surely can work together.
Kokum is the part of the life of the people of coastal people of Karnataka and Maharashtra, Goa. This kokum fruit is living with their family for the whole year. This kokum fruit they are using for their regular self medicine, as a food, as a juice.
There are many medicinal values. There are so many uniqueness which are naturally available in kokum fruits, and that's why it has been selected for the registration of geographical indication by Government of India.
The original forests of the coastal area of the Western Ghats are the natural habitat of the kokum. These ecosystems provide the ecological balance, the soil and the climate necessary for its growth. That is why it has no need for special care and can be considered a zero-attention organic crop. Climate is warm here. Temperatures go from 15 to 34 degrees centigrade. Humidity ranges from 65 to 90% throughout the year. These are ideal conditions for the growth of this tree. The kokum is an excellent example of economic development which is perfectly compatible with the conservation of nature.
Kokum is a natural fruit in this area of the Ratnagiri and the Cinderdog, and they have hundreds of years history, and this tree is more than 100-year-old tree. You can see that still it's giving a fruit to you, still it's in a very good condition, so that is what the kokum is all about for this. We have the family history of generation to generation, third, fourth, they are using the fruits from this tree.
Towards the beginning of April, the first fruits ripen. This is an important time of the year for the farmers, because by selling the kokum they can supplement their income from crop and cattle farming.
So, since the tree is giving a lot of things to you, it's your responsibility towards that kalpavruksha, towards that tree, kokum tree, to start with the pious rituals. So, they conduct the rituals with the pujas, and then they start the harvesting and all for the kokum tree.
Every year they celebrate the start of the fruit gathering with these collective rituals to give thanks for the coming harvest. These celebrations show the deep spirituality of the inhabitants of this region and strengthen their social bonds and identity as a community.
Different part of kokum, one is kokum juice, then kokum soul, then kokum kadis. Kokum kadis is made with coconut milk, kokum butter used in cosmetic, kokum extract to made medicine for weight loss.
The fruit is processed in different ways depending on what form it will finally take. At present, the total area dedicated to kokum production in Maharashtra is about 5,000 hectares. Around 50,000 tons of fruit is produced, with an average yield of 10 tons per hectare. The little farm holdings are scattered around the countryside and run by families or small businesses.
Now farmers came together, they have formed an association, Cinderdog Ratnagiri Kokum Mahakokum Sanstha they have formed. And with the help of these organizations, they have started promoting the kokum, they have started commercializing this unique fruits and giving the benefit to the other people who are in need of the medicinal requirement on them.
In order to gain greater impact, the main producers grouped together. This association applied for the kokum fruit to be granted GI status. After the harvest, the seeds are normally separated from the pulp. Both ingredients will undergo different processes depending on their transformation into foodstuffs, medicine, cosmetics or other end products.
This kokum is used in Ayurveda practice since ancient time. The leaves, the fruit, the roots and the bark is used in this Ayurveda medicine. Kokum has got excellent anti-inflammatory, antioxidant and anti-infective properties, and some recent researches also shown that it has got very good activities against different types of cancer and diseases like dyspepsia, peptic ulcer, etc.
The kokum is the fruit with the highest concentration of hydroxycitric acid. This chemical has an important physiological effect. It limits the transformation of the carbohydrates that we consume into fats and cholesterol. It's very useful for controlling the buildup of unwanted fat in the body. The dried pulp has many different uses, from medicinal to culinary, and even to make fruit juice extract. Sun-dried and with the seeds intact, it is often used to give a fresh tangy flavour to curries. But the most important use is to make butter. By means of a simple process, this substance is extracted. It is used as a base for lotions and creams, lip balms and soaps. It is a highly valued ingredient in cosmetics, as the butter is claimed to reduce skin cell degeneration and restore elasticity.
Kokum butter, they are not using any chemicals, no any solvents. It's purely of old traditional method only this kokum butter is preparing.
In the extraction process, the seed is ground and boiled. It is moulded by hand. The people of Kokum live in farmhouses and hamlets scattered around the region. Malvan is one of the towns of the kokum producing area. Malvan is currently experiencing an increase in its tourist industry, attracted by its immense beaches and its monuments. The most important is Cinderdog Fort, built in 1664 to stop the growing influence of English, Dutch, French and Portuguese merchants. Local products are on offer to visitors in the colourful, bustling street markets. After enjoying Malvan and its charms, there's nothing better than having a delicious kokum juice by the warm Arabian Sea. A unique experience because this sea and this fruit are the most distinctive aspects of this part of the world. The kokum is most commonly marketed as an extract, which is very convenient for consumers. The process starts with a concentrated juice which is extracted from the dry pulp by osmosis. In this way, the raw material can be available all year round. It is then steam heated, and ingredients such as sugar, salt and cumin are added. Afterwards, it is allowed to settle for a few hours. Throughout the process, the pH level is controlled. The kokum is a highly acidic fruit, and the syrup has a pH of 4. The concentrate has to be mixed with 6 parts of water before drinking. This lowers the acidity and allows you to enjoy the deliciously sweet and sour flavour. Finally, after bottling and labelling, the syrup is ready to be sold. The kokum has traditionally been used for a wide variety of purposes and has helped to improve local people's lives. Nowadays, the activities related to its production from harvesting to the manufacture and sale of its byproducts, provide a large number of jobs and make an important contribution to the economic development of the region.
Kokum Sanstha, they have just registered and they have started promoting the Kokum. They have taken the Kokum to Mumbai, Delhi, metropolitan cities. They have started outlets of the Kokum products in district like Pune. So it started impacting the economy of that regions and economy of that community.
The GI indication is very important. It will be improved to standard of life of farmer.
The benefit has been started just now by increase in awareness, particularly of use of Kokum, commercializations of Kokum, and we are predicting good premium price to the farmers. As GI, what we have the Act, Geographical Indication Protection and Registration Act in India, is giving a platform or is enacted through the particularly World Trade Organization. So it is a kind of a platform for Kokum to enter into international market.
Kokum product mainly in USA, Australia, and now heavily buying from the South Koreans. South Korean are buying very heavily this Kokum product, and Japan some part, and European countries also some part. Mainly Australia, nowadays Australia and South Korea, they are buying very huge quantity.
This is what geographical indications are, you know. This is an instrument that helps the population, that helps producers, provide a guarantee to consumers.
Geographical indication status has boosted market access for the Kokum fruit and guaranteed the highest possible quality product.
So we need to focus a lot on sustainability, and what this project is about is generating things that we can touch a little bit today, but hopefully that we can touch maybe 3, 5 or 10 years down the line, you know.
Scientifically known as Garcinia indica, the Kokum is an excellent example of how to make the exploitation of natural resources compatible with nature conservation. The best way of ensuring that future generations can continue to use them. This is one of the ideas behind the concept of geographical indication.
India is part, an important ingredient, if you like, on any strategy to make intellectual property protection more effective on a sustainable basis around the world. Geographical indications represent a meeting point between Europe and India. It is something that we have been working on for a long time. The intellectual property is part of our good relation with the government of India, and it is so on a lasting basis.